Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming back to the channel. I'm Dan from Getting Wild with Dan and Christy. What I'm doing here, I'm testing out a hopper that I bought for pellets. I have a GRAYHOO fireplace stove. I'll be honest with you, I like it a lot. I really do. It pumps out the heat. It really does. The only negative part of having a stove that you can only fit 12, 13-inch logs in is you're getting up in the middle of the night and you are filling it in every 2.5, 3 hours, right in there. I'm trying to find something that I can sleep through the night in. Christy don't get up and fill it. Anyway, so what I did here, it's a GRAYHOO stove. It's a SOTECH hopper and burner. Bring it in here so you can feast your eyes on that. Now, it's 9:45 or 8:45 in the morning. I made this. I made this last night. I want to make sure that I have enough pellets in there to sleep the whole night. I estimate that when I did the burn off, the quick burn, the first time you use it, I put probably about 3 cups in there, and it lasts about an hour and a half. Now, that was kind of on medium. I'm adding this 9 inches on top of there. Now, I'm gonna, as soon as this gets ripping, which it is right now, I think, I am going to just put it on medium and see how long it does last, and then you guys can make your own assumption from there. So right now there's probably about a third of a bag of pellets in there. So again, it's 8:45 in the morning. Let's get this thing cranking. I'll let you know along the way what's going on. All right, it is, you see the time. We're an hour and 10 minutes into it, 9:55. A lot of disappointment. If this thing isn't running wide open, like it is now, pellets don't come down. That's a drawback. There's big flameage, that's for sure, but man, it's cranking. It's so humid today. I just can't do a gosh darn thing with my hair. But I've been fiddling with it. If I kind of close one off, leave one wide open, it seems to be okay. But I would like to damper it down, you know, and try to run it halfway, but it's not really wanting to do that. But I haven't really used much pellets either, though. Do I think this is going to last about 8 hours? Yeah, I do. I really do. Check back with you in a while. Wow, is it sticky? Drawback. Here's some positive things first. It's going to do the job. I see that already. Just how long is it going to last is my question. But the drawback, if this is how you're going to heat, and you're going to go try and cook on this, there ain't no way a pan is going to fit on it. You may be able to get a percolator on there to do your coffee. maybe. But as far as, you know, frying up some eggs or bacon or what have you, I don't see that happening. I guess at that time you can shut this portion down, pull it off, throw some wood in there, you know, put the cap back on it, and then do your cooking. Meanwhile, it is still heating your tent. But if this is the only source and you have no wood, you're going to have a hard time trying to cook on here. That is for sure. I'm impressed right now. I am 100% impressed. Other than it's gonna, I gotta run it wide open. It seems like if I take the damper and I shut the damper, I just start getting puffs of smoke back in through the hopper. This is one of these things you gotta, you know, kind of work with. Whether you gotta open, you know, get some airflow in here at the bottom, adjust your butterflies here, adjust your flue. There's 3 ways you can adjust it. It's probably going to take you some time to figure that out. But right now I am 100% impressed. It is pumping out the heat. Not doing a gosh darn thing for my hair. I'll be back to you in a little while. All right, we are 2 hours into the burn. It's going great. Don't get me wrong, man. This is fantastic. Drawback number 1. Big Daddy likes his food. How are we going to put a pan on there to cook? That's a drawback. That is a drawback. But as long as I get my coffee in the morning, which I can stick my percolator on there, I'll get my coffee and the rest of the day will be just fine. You don't want to see me without my coffee, I'll tell you that. Anyway, the SOTECH hopper, it seems it has to be running wide open to help the pellets fall. Other than that, not a big flame, not producing much heat. So I got her running wide open. She's been running wide open for, I don't know, over about an hour and a half now. And it's doing great, man. It really is. I am 100% impressed. It's a SOTECH hopper and a SOTECH feeder burner. And again, we're on just over 2 hours now, and it's gone down maybe 1.5 inches. What does that mean? Well, that means we're probably gonna hit that 15-hour mark, which I'm gonna tell you what, if I do, big homie's in heaven. Yeah. So again, the only drawback that I am really seeing is I can't cook on it. But we all have other methods of cooking. Having to run the hopper or the SOTECH burner wide open, you know, if I can, you know, if I get 10 hours out of it, man, I'm happy. I'm 100% happy. Maybe a little warm in there, but it's running wide open. So I'm going to leave for a little while. I'll let this just burn, and we'll see how, again, I put probably 2/3 of a bag in there. So approximately 30 pounds, 25, 30 pounds of pellets. And we'll see you guys a little later this afternoon. All right, everybody. Well, while that thing is burning away, I want to show you how Chrissy and I get to camp. this is my rig for camping and hunting. I do have another one back here for trail riding and a four-wheeler for, I don't know, whatever. I do have a Harley that's in the garage, and so we spend a lot of time away from home. This is a 2024 CF Moto 1000 XL. I do have it outfitted with all the gear through AFX1 parts. The back rack, which this actually is probably the best thing. If you're big into camping, this is what you're going to want. There's no doubt about it. It does have a top shelf. You can see our barbecue grill here. I mean, both sides fold down. We do have the roof rack. I got the bumpers front and rear, so it's completely decked out with the AFX parts. Now you're probably going, why'd you pick a CF Moto? I've had them all. I've had Yamaha, Polaris. I mean, I've had them all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad I went this route. I haven't had a lick of issue with anything other than my 950 Sport back here, but the dealer created that issue by putting oversized tires and rims on it without adjusting the clutch. And I was going through belts left and right, but that's taken care of. I beat the bark out of these things. I really, really do. So let's get you closer view, and I'll tell you what I like and dislike about this setup. All right, so the rear rack. This folds out. I mean, you could put a barbecue right here, cook your meals, so on and so forth. I've had an issue with their locks. They have a lot to be desired. I always got to play with them to get them locked or unlocked, and I'm having that issue as we speak. Now, this tray here is deep. I got a netting over it, so all our gear's in there. Nothing comes out. Tie downs. I'm telling you, this netting is the way to go. It really is. Well, you can see we're back in the bush. Now, inside, there is heat. I do have a stereo back here. There's a bass speaker in the bottom. I love it. I actually love driving this thing. It's awesome. So now when you look at it, you probably think, well, it kind of sits a little higher than stock. It is. I put a 2-inch lift on it just so we can get back in some of these areas where nobody else can get back into. Top rack. Got 3 stanchion points, and they're all easily accessible. Haven't used that yet. I think we are. Next weekend we're going to add some kayaks on there, and while we're camping we're gonna kayak. Got a little muddy last time we went out. We were getting back to some areas that, you know, not too many people can get back into. Got 15-inch tires, rims on it. That is the AFX1 front bumper, light bar. But this is how we get back into where we camp. A lot of people can't get back in there with vehicles, or they just, you know, they don't even bother because it's so muddy to get back into these areas. But yeah, this is how we camp, and we actually really like it. All right, it is now about 4:45. So this thing's been running 7.5 hours. And I've only gone through 2/3 of that hopper. And this has been running on high all day. This thing has been pumping out the heat all day long. This SOTECH, you can see it's running wide open. Definitely got flames in there. The hopper's still about right here. You see, it's still got some in there. That is going to be probably another 4 hours or so, 3.5, 4 hours. I'm going to hit the 10-hour mark. 100%. I'm hitting that 10-hour mark, and that's what I was going for. The SOTECH hopper and burner were great, absolutely great. I can't say enough about it. I do wish. What I do wish is they make a bigger hopper. This one, that's only gonna last you 4 or 5 hours. It's tough, man. It's tough. You want to get an all night good sleep out there in the woods, man. Who wants to get up and refill something? But again, I added this, and yeah, awesome. It wasn't too hard to add it. I do got duct tape around here. The reason I got the duct tape around here is because I'm just trying to. It's sharp. There are some sheet metal screws in here. I just wanted to cover those up. But yeah, love the stove. I can't say enough about the stove or the SOTECH hopper and burner. Great stuff. Great product. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope to see you here again.